Hello, oh, do you remember this dress? I have shown it to you before, only wearing a bolero on it, in a totally thrifted video where I told you that it's Holyclothing and that I had bought it second hand for about 15 euros. Well, I love this dress. There's pockets. Anyway. Let's sit down a bit. I love this dress so much and I have tried a lot of dresses since then, but also before this dress, and they were all that you had to wear underdresses under it, but because they shone through, they were either too long or too short. They did not look well without having to add vests, little vests to them, and okay, this is not perfect, but the way the lines are, I am definitely able to wear it without any vests. The advantage also is that the back is, let me show you a little bit, let's see. I hope you can see it. Let's, yeah, here. As you can see, the back is totally adjustable to your body. So it enhances the parts I want to enhance, like my waist, etc. But it's wide at the moment. I want it to be wide. Wide. So I have gifted myself, because I always, almost nowadays, buy stuff second hand, and I always wanted to wear dresses like this. The style is also so very perfect in the sense that it's kind of a bit weird because of the embroidery. It's kind of modern, but if you look further, you see all the embroidery, which makes it more special, of course. So since I almost always nowadays buy my clothing second hand, and that of course limits the choice. You cannot look in an enormous catalog and say, oh, that one in that size, in that color. So I've gifted myself, it's a, in Dutch they say a rib uit mijn lijf. It's a rib from my body. That means it's quite expensive stuff. But I have some items of them already, and I know that they hold on very well 30 years, and I wanted to have a supply. And that is not because I want to promote over consuming, etc. It's just I've tried a lot of dresses and I'm very in love with this one. So I looked on the site of Holyclothing if I still could find the model, because as I said, I bought this one second hand, and that is great because then you can already test it for a very nice price. But they are very, very hard to find, especially also in this size. So I don't think I will ever come across a second hand one anymore. So as I said, with pain in my heart, I have gifted myself this. It's not only the dresses, which are not cheap. By the way, they are made in India, handmade, hand-colored. But it's honestly paid, and there are no children involved, so it's fair trade dresses. That also felt good. So but also because it's from outside Europe, yeah, you can count on it, import duties, etc, etc. But I had calculated that kind of before. I did not know how much it was going to be, but I knew I could have, definitely would have to pay quite some money also to get it here. But I've ordered two because it was free shipping then, and otherwise shipping would be $25. So That's all already a nice part of the second dress, of course. And because I want to have 2 extra colors to last me as long as possible and make me able to wear wonderful dresses which I feel comfortable in and look wonderful on me. So I'm going to open it now after this long pre-ramble. So I'm hoping, because on the internet, in the groups I'm member of, because as I said, I had some Holyclothing before, but mostly they are older pieces of, some of them of 2008. And the latest is several years ago. But I read that the consistency and the sewing and the paint jobs are not really always as good as they used to be. So after I have unpacked and showed them to you and maybe even try them on for you, I will definitely look at it very thoroughly, because for this money you don't want to have a faulty dress. Let's make that clear. I have ordered the same size as this one, because it's the same model, so the size should be perfectly okay. And if it deviates a little bit, as you could see from the back, I could adjust for that. But I also ordered tall. Tall is a little bit longer dress, officially made for people who are longer than 1 feet. 5'7" or something, not 1 feet, longer than 1 feet. I'm sorry, a little bit hot and tired, and a little bit nervous. Okay, so I'm not that, but I like my gowns as long as possible, because if it's too long, I can make it shorter. But if it's too short, I cannot make it longer. That's why. So these two may be longer than this one, because I don't know if it's original tall or a normal length one. Okay, as you are used for me, I'm going to open it off screen, because I want to concentrate and not cut into this. Look, it does not seem to be too difficult, because there is a pull strip. Yeah, of course. Let's do it this way. But at least I won't be able to cut it in this way. I've ordered a purple one. I will put in the names of the colors in the screen later. And a reddish one. Okay, I'm trying not to do, but the bag is ready back. Here we have the purple one. A nice color of purple. Oh, sorry. Okay, the first thing people say that it smells. Okay, let's smell. Not too bad. And here we are. And I must say, it looks nicely, but, as I said, this one does not need underdress, and this one is a lot thinner. That is weird. It's the same model. Do you think this will be an older one? Well, I have to say that if it's thinner but it does not need an undergown, that would be perfect also, because thinner means more coolness. So I don't want to have a disappointment now already, just because the quality is weird. It's the same thing, but the quality of the material is not as thick as this one. This is really nice thick material, not really possibly see-through. Don't have to be down just now. It's just when you have had trouble deciding to go for this already because you don't feel you should buy such things for yourself, especially when you're used to lower prices. You tend to be very hopeful that it will be as perfect as you hoped for, but maybe it's not that too bad. It has indeed the same characteristics of the other gown, and on first look there is not really a problem going on, but as I said, I will look at it carefully. I paint it by hand. Every color is a little bit different how it ends up on the garment. So you don't expect anything that is exactly the same color as on the photo. And here is the red one. And again the same less quality material. So I'm very curious to see how they look. Let's smell. Also not too bad. You have to be very careful when you wash these. So hand wash only mostly. No dryer, something like that. Because as I said, it's very delicate in the sense of hand painted, etc. Hand painted, hand colored, whatever. I'm going to try them on, and I'm trying not to be afraid of potential see-through. Please wish me luck. I must say I did not take that into account. I thought this dress is this dress, and it feels like you have thinner versions of it suddenly with. Okay. Okay, not as bad as I feared. It's not see-through and it's a little bit thinner, but in heat that is okay. But it is just a little bit longer for people who are tall, and you can see that. Let's see. Which might be okay, because I still can walk without tripping over it. But you probably already seen it. It's the same size, but also I'm here at my max, I think, at the back, which is maybe kind of weird. And this, I know it's officially a little bit too large for me, but as I said, I prefer having a little bit too large better than a little bit too small. It's solvable. First of all, I'm going to wash it. It seemed, I've heard that sometimes it shrinks a little bit, and it's nicely and decadent, but in quality, and as you can see, it also forms weird here because, so I might have to add a few stitches to prevent it from standing too open, but I first have to wash it. But it's not as perfect as the green one, but all in all I am happy with it, and I know, as you can see, it's also very nice length, more decadent, and you are able to wear every shoe you want under it because they won't see it. That's nice and comfortable shoes. That is also an advantage of the green one. It looks good with comfortable shoes also. So okay, not as perfect as hoped, but doable. But it is, yeah, maybe it's too tight because this is showing and in the other, or it's material. So it's not that perfect as that. So to be honest, if you take that green dress and this dress, which are the same size, the same model, and I looked on the label, the same material, but thicker material, thinner material. The same composition, but different. So I might have to say people are right in kind of degrading quality. But as I said, it's doable, and if you're wondering, they're very strict about accepting returns, so this would not be a reason for them to accept returns. It has to do with the costs of sending stuff back. As I told you before, they charge $25 themselves, so if I would send it back, it would be, as a person, a private person, it might be €50 or something like that. So it is acceptable, and I will learn to work with it, but it's kind of I'm still happy with it, but you dream of two fantastic, perfectly dresses, and as I said, I'm not used to buying new clothing anymore, so you can look at it straight away and not having to order, etc. And I thought I was safe because I already tried the green one. I'm playing with the skirt. So when you're dealing with Holyclothing, keep in mind there may be changes, even if it's the same model and even if it's not that old. They might change quality of material, etc. Okay, and here we have the purple one. Let's turn the image a little bit. Which looks to be something in between and looks, or maybe it's because it's a darker color, like the green, and the red is a slightly lighter color or something like that. But a little bit of the same issue, not as much as the red one. And here at the back, also not. So your guess is as good as mine. They're not very precise in sizing as when I compare these two. I must say, I think of the two, this purple one feels better than the red one. The red one looks good also, and there are all colors which kind of suit me and I like. So it's okay. I will check them for little mistakes or big mistakes. And I will wash them and see how they look then. Not unhappy, but also not tempted to order more from them. I like dresses. Okay. And if you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe or respond, and thank you for watching. Bye.